Hiya, it's Baby. Welcome to today's live stream of Phasmophobia on Monday. Let's go. It's time to work on Sunny Meadows survival to get the card and badge. We're 33 out of 50. We're doing it alone. Well, we're just doing regular 3 evidence, right? We don't have to get too crazy. The whole point is that we just need to get there. And I have still kind of cruddy gear, so that's kind of part of the challenge. Still, right? But we did get tier 2 headgear, and we do actually want that now, finally. My loadout here needs to be changed to this. I think it needs to be changed to this. Okay, let's get this up to date for what we need here. Hey Zelf, happy Monday! How are you? How's it going today? I think this is what I want. No, except for I want one of those. And the rest is good. Okay. Yes, yes, Sunny Meadows time. You know, nothing eases you back into some Phasmophobia quite like Sunny Meadows by yourself, the full map. I'm doing much better. It took me like most of the weekend to get over my migraine, which was not fun. Excuse me, why was that the lighting on that getting so irritating? Look at that. Useless. So dark. You got your silver trophy today. You are on a roll. How did that go? Did you use the like the default? Did you modify it too? That's amazing. Told you, Sunny Meadows is so good. This feels so much darker than usual. And I have my lights dim in here. I don't know why it feels so dark. Ooh. Now we have good luck. I cheated. I was kind of lined up on it already, so I should... It's not quite as good as a proper drive-by ding. There's no stinky ghost hiding up here. I don't want to go walking through the whole map just to find out that I missed it in the first room. Alright. Took a few tries and you got a Dio again. That's awesome. Though, take the luck where you can get it. This is a hard challenge. You still have to do everything else completely correct, so... Like I said, there's no... That's right, I turned off the cursed objects. There is no problem getting the Dio win. That's amazing. Well, I heard that. Was that here? I heard it touch like a window, right? But it sounded really close. What was that noise? Didn't I hear it? Like, tap tap on something? Yeah, sure, I just heard it through a book. It was really close by. I swear. Okay, these objects are always on the floor, right? Do you see what I spot? What a nasty spot for that bone. Wait, we have the camera with us? That should work, right? Yeah, it will. You're hiding at the front desk. I just picked it up. No? No? I didn't. Can I pick you up? Thank you. You were hiding at the front desk and I came around, you knew what you were dealing with. But you had a smudge sticker, you were able to get out of the front desk area in time to not get backed into a corner. Because that's like the saddest thing. Is like if you get the Dio and everything else is lined up to work out okay. But you accidentally trap yourself. So maybe it touched this door? And it's actually hiding like right here? Oh, okay, this is colder. It's not that cold though. This has gotta be it, surely. Tier 1 smudge is OP. I know it is. Hi there. Okay. Does that mean this is indeed your room? Ugh, I don't like that. I prefer tier 1 and tier 2 are my favorites. Okay, this room is untouched, so I think that this... Like, I've stopped using tier 3 smudge overall. I just don't... Okay, so I just tried to do an event, because it didn't... It would have left EMF on the door. I do have, or on the door, on the light switch. That's one way you can tell if it's going to be an interaction and something you can take a picture of the light switch for. Because if you don't get EMF on it, then it tried to do some kind of event. I'm assuming that's what it means, because the light turned off, like it would with an event, but it wouldn't have triggered, and it would have triggered, like, the interaction spike, but it didn't actually touch the light, so it's somehow otherwise turned it off. Karen Buckley, I didn't read you out. We gotta get an average sanity below 25%. Capture a photo of the ghost and cleanse the area near the ghost using incense. I might be able to. I have events turned up really high. If we can't tell, it's eventing all over the place. And we got the bone. I mean, it would be kind of a shame not to get the perfect game if we can help it. I don't have a cursed possession, though, to drop my sanity, so we'll see. We'll play it by ear. I'm mostly interested right now in just getting through the... Actually, I'm gonna grab these things first. Getting through the rounds successfully so I can get the card and the badge. I still have... I don't know, I looked at it when I first loaded in here, but I wasn't really paying attention. At least 13 more, I think, to go. Which is why I thought, let me just do some 3 evidence. And try to, Hi, Slapples. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm back in the grand groove of Sunny Meadows, and we got ghost orbs. Thank you for that. First evidence. You want to write in my book for me, please, and thank you? Wow, that I didn't even finish saying the words. Good for you. Good for me. But no EMF 5. That's only an EMF 3. Ha 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 ha. Ooh. Can we get a revenant? Boy, sure would love a revenant. I've been doing okay. I'm feeling much better this week. Was I hearing noises? Was that in my head? Uh-oh. I heard the ghost laughing in my head, like a not Phasmo sound. That's not real. Yeah, I had a migraine last week, and it really took me out this weekend. So I'm happy to be playing some Phasmo for fun. It feels nice. How you been doing? How's your weekend? How's your Monday? What's it gonna be? Actually, I can rule out some of this, right? Because there's potentially not gonna be EMF 5. Okay, that's probably what I was gonna rule out. Okay. Speedy. If I wasn't still, like, wanting to get somewhat decent experience, I would make myself fast. Because that would change this map dramatically. You're starting to get used to 0 evidence, using the parabolic to tell what ghost it is and having it hunt you. I'm so proud of you. Like, that's... Isn't it amazing, though, what a difference? Like, once you start... All you need to know is how to do 0, and then you realize I don't really need to do 2 or 1 necessarily. Because you're looking for essentially the same stuff, right? I know you're not going to be a thing. I guess I probably still want to listen for it, though. But it's annoying. Okay. And UV? Nope. And we've got all the evidences, so we can rule it out. I miss that about playing less evidence, is being able to rule something out. Not that it mattered, because that wasn't an option anyways. It's fine. It's going to be freezing temps. So it's a revenant. Do we see that? Do you remember when I said, haha, it's gonna be a revenant? You know? But I don't have to play around with it. I just need... Okay, I just need photos. We got the bone. And we're probably 1,000,000 miles away from that. And we gotta see if it gives us an event I can take a photo. Cleanse area near the ghost. We can do that. It's such a waste not to, though. I think we'll just be a little crazy with it. It's not so scary. It's only a revenant after all. If it starts hunting, we're at no risk. I love it. I swear they've become like the most common ghost for me lately, and I know that that's not possible, right? Like the percentage of what ghosts you get is not reliant on what you had before. It's like, but how does that keep happening? Karen. Why you gotta be a revenant? Okay, salt and interaction. If we get some candles to blow out. Just break line of sight, and I will be okay. I know, in theory, that's correct. But in practice, actually, it depends, because if it sees you at all, it's the likelihood of it seeing, like, what room you dip into. Maybe not, because there's a bookshelf right here. I could probably get around the corner and just, like, dip into the next room and maybe even be okay. It can't be a mimic, right? No, because wait, ghost writing. So, none of that nonsense. Okay, let's have you do a thing. Just a few days of Phas, though, and I gotta remind myself how to play the game. I heard you. I heard it. Turn off. Did that just literally, like, reach over? We're gonna take a picture of it. I'm curious. Yeah, it just, like, reached over and hit the breaker. Rude. Hopefully that was because of that. It was. Okay. Photo of the ghost, though. Am I gonna get photo of the ghost? In theory... Oh, not you! Of all things for you to be? That's not... Look at that! That's not... Guys, that's not it. That's not... No. Okay, we smudge it. Did I not have a smudge stick in my hand? Okay, just in case you're still kind of hanging out over here. Did I hit you? I sure did. Okay. You stay over there. I don't want to see you ever again. In theory, now I just sit up front with 1,000 smudge sticks. And we'll be safe. It's gonna take like 500 years. Because I don't have a cursed possession to help me lose some sanity. But that's fine. Let's hang out. We gotta get the perfect game. It's kind of a requirement after you find the bone, right? We're only at 64%. But everything else we're good, right? I didn't, like, accidentally get a 1-star salt photo hiding in here. Yeah, you like my bone picture? You can't even see it at all there. Everyone's favorite bone? It's actually the spine of all bones. Like, you could actually see that one. But diabolical placement there. Oh. That's a gnarly photo. Yeah, I realize I should be talking inside, though. Hold on. I'm not going to realize anything yet until I go inside. And then I'm going to realize so much stuff. Avada and I were talking about... Because somebody, I think we were watching a TikTok, was like, okay, I could tell that this was a hunt and not an event because the ghost was blinking. And Avada and I were talking about it, and we're like, is there really, like, any ghost event that it does where it's walking towards you, the ghost is a solid model. It's not blinking. And if it does any kind of weird blinking, I think it's usually stationary. It's not walking towards you at all. So that combination, if you see it blinking and walking towards you, unless there's an event I'm just not thinking of. But that's because, I mean, especially until you've heard the first hunt and you don't know which sound it's going to use for its ghost hunting sound. It's hard to tell in the first one to know if you're safe or if it's actually hunting toward you. Especially for something early like a demon. Oh, I can't believe we got Lisa's model in the cursed position of all things. I don't like it. It's too scary. But now we just sit here for 500 hours? So, Zelth, you said you got silver. Did you get that today or last week? You guys can entertain me. I don't know how exciting I can be while we sit and watch the checkmark. You got it today. That's amazing. I'm still like 51 levels away from 100 in like prestige territory again. But I have to do silver again before I let myself prestige. So before I even get to that point, you're going to be rocking gold. Are you going to prestige now? Or did you already and you were going psycho mode and trying to get it already? You just finished bronze. This is why I gotta have the cursed possessions on. We're not even at hunting range yet? No, surely we are. We're at 60 something. Am I too impatient? I'm too impatient. I'm only at 60. 57. What I should do, let's be a little braver. Because if we let it event on us, might be really stupid. But it's fine. Who cares if we're a little stupid? Oh, because your friend doesn't have the tier 3 yet. That makes sense. That makes sense. So gold is in your future. You may be there sooner than you realize. You're being the equipment provider. Yep. Yep, I totally get you. Okay. We're close enough to the ghost room. Oh, I'm not sitting next to that, though. That can go here. Play with another clock. Right, we're right outside the ghost room, so it can do events at us. Easy. But if it tries to hunt us, we're sitting relatively on top of a crucifix. Obviously, if it comes in here, we're mega dead. I only have the 2 smudge sticks. But I'm kind of hoping it'll event on me and drain my sanity a little bit faster. What are the odds it reaches over to this bear and does the head flipping event while we're staring at it? Please do that. Flip the crucifix down in here. I've never seen it do the interaction. It can also teleport them, too. Spooky noises are spooky. Whoa, that thing has got weight. I can't throw that very far at all. How about you? Yeah, you're also very heavy. Maybe you can interact with stuff on this side of the wall. Do it. Flip the teddy bear around. It's so cute. See, there you go. I have events turned up to high. It surely wants to do an event right on top of me, right when we're in like hunting range. Scare me. What's this ghost name? Karen? Yo, Karen. What you doing? I don't hear you being spooky. You still here? Yes. Wait, walk into it, walk into it. Oh, she was being gross again? Did you see that? I did. Enough of that, Karen. I don't like it. Okay, that ticked her off a little bit. Stop it. Turn the teddy bear's head. No, you don't get to play with the bag anymore. This is my bag. I'm checking out. You play with teddy bear head. No. Did I ruin it? And now it won't stand up ever again? Hold on. We can fix it. She wasn't supposed to do that. She was just supposed to trigger my crucifix here. You called out the ghost today. Just have it do the ghost veteran behind you. Those moments. Why is that lighting going so funky? She's still hunting. She's gone. At least she walked the correct way. So much for my crucifix. I suppose I could have had a little better placement, maybe. And you know our sanity's only going to be at like 45. I don't like it here anymore. I'm scared. I don't like that they can cross this threshold. And I don't like that it could potentially change ghost rooms. Because it's a revenant. So it's gonna walk slowly closer and closer this way. Let's grab another crucifix and sit up here. Let's see what our sanity is. Are we close? 33. Yes, we are close. That's close enough that we can chill up here. It's fine. I'm just being extra brave. It's a little bold to take a few days off of Phasmo and then jump into Sunny Meadows. Like first chance, not even a Tanglewood warm-up. But I justified it by saying I'm going to do 3 evidence. So it's not going to be that scary. It's not going to be that bad. But it's turning out to be kind of scary. Maybe also because it's a revenant. This is still freaking me out every time I flip to it. Stop it. We lucked out. Like, this is genuinely so fast. I know it's taking a while now because we're going for the perfect game, but that was such a good ghost room. We really lucked out hearing it right away. We'd spend just as much time not getting a perfect investigation. Come on, Karen. What's creepier to hear hunting you? The super slow footsteps of a revenant, or super fast of like a young Thay, Moroi, or like a Dio ripping down the hallway? I feel like that first hearing the Dio really fast coming towards you sounds scariest, because you're not sure if it's gonna slow down when it gets to you, or if it really is just like a Thay. But then I think yeah, I don't know. Once you realize that, okay, it's not a Dio. There's something about hearing a revenant that's really, really slow, and you're like, okay, there's nothing else I can be, and if it does see me, I'm toast. That's almost scarier. Sunny Meadows is your home away from home. This is my favorite place for self-care days. This is where I go to recharge and rest. No, but this map is so good though. It really is. Except for finding the bone, because it's actually cruel that they said that the bone can spawn pretty much anywhere. I think it's anywhere a ghost can walk, it can spawn. Like any pathable place. Which is, wait, maybe it's not even that, because I think it can appear in places that a ghost can't path to. Is it just anywhere on the floor? Maybe. We got it. Let me out. This Karen's living up to the stereotypes and being a little crazy. It wants to eat me. Thank you. And now we just do it all over again. Thank you so much. At least it wasn't in the morgue. I don't think I could handle a rev in the morgue. I think I would just leave.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
Nice. Yeah, baseline by multiplier is not that high, so that's really nice. Revs are my favorite ghost too. Dark Him Jim. I like that name. But they are legitimately my favorite ghosts as well. And I was just speculating if I think that they're the scariest. And I think that they are, hearing that slow footstep. I don't know if it's as scary as like the Dio ripping towards you. But as soon as you realize what that is, it's not so scary anymore. But once you realize what a revenant is, it only gets scarier. That's why. Jason Holmes. We gotta find evidence of the paranormal with an EMF reader. Have a member of your team escape the ghost during a hunt. That's me. Have a member of your team witness a ghost event. That'll probably happen because I have all that stuff cranked up really high. But we're not going for perfect games this time. Unless we find the bone, you know. We're going mostly for completion. We just need to successfully identify the ghost. That's what matters. That's why we're doing 3 evidence. We're not like being totally cheesy about this, but we're giving it a fair regular shake. Scariest, it really depends on the map. Maps like Tanglewood and Willow, they can be pretty scary since you often don't see them arrive. That's very true. That's very true. There's something about hearing it kind of walking off in the distance, though, and you know that if at any second it can spot you, even on this larger map. I heard it. I was sitting one room away from it, kind of like an idiot. But with good intentions. But that was way scarier than if I'd heard, like... But again, like, the Dio would have been freaky for a little bit. They is your nightmare ghost when it's unaged. Yeah, it's... The super speedy is terrifying. Are we gonna get the same ghost direction? Don't turn on that light switch, it's pointless. I didn't look to see what the breaker location is, and it's not in my favorite room. Tragedy. Fun fact, when I beat Gold Apocalypse Challenge, this is where I hid, and it was a Revenant, and it was on Blood Moon. And I'm never gonna stop bragging about that until the day I die, but that's why they're totally my favorite ghosts now. It did events on me, so I was able to get the photo there. And it just never saw me. So we heard like the ghost, it started its ghost room like all the way down there. It wasn't until a few hunts later it moved into some of these closer rooms. I forgot to check this one. Not that this light switch does anything. Yeah, it was amazing. These are tough for you and you spot... Are tough for you to spot when you do 10 times runs in Tanglewood. And I almost always confuse them with the Moral. Yeah, it's because it's too hard to tell the difference on the... Especially if you're doing a fast ghost speed. Hey, Mancy! How is work going? I hope you're having a good day. So, that was me clicking it. That's why I don't trust myself to tell if it's a mare right away. If you ever see me get, like, what looks like a mare ability, it's because sometimes I'm just special, and sometimes I'll just click it twice for zero reason. So we always gotta, like, double or triple check a mare chest. It's going okay. You're just prepping food for a day shift like usual. That sounds... I don't know. That sounds like that could be relaxing. Twitchy finger, you are correct. I will, like, find myself randomly pressing the right click when I'm... For no... Like, I'm like... My hand is just hovering over it. Like, please. There's zero reason. Okay, the longer we're back here and that it's silent, the better. We don't want a ghost back here. Manifesting a better ghost room than this, right? We all want a better ghost room. Plus, the longer we're in here, worse off our sanity's gonna be. Now, I love me a good challenge mode in Phasmo. I also love me a good potato. But I've been enjoying playing 3 evidence again, where for a while we hadn't, because it was getting a little too routine. Obviously, you can make the game of such varying difficulties when you're just playing with all the different custom settings to get like very different experiences. And what we had started doing was doing 3 evidence, but like lots of other crazy settings. We did it at the end of the Easter event, and we were finding like, oh, that's actually a ton of fun to do as well. And you get to rule out evidences. I miss that, because on anything less than 3, you can't rule out anymore. And for being like speedy and feeling like you're still doing a ghost investigation. That's right, we were doing it 50% sanity, so we were like starting with the hunt just in case we could really quickly figure out what it is. Okay, good, it's not the courier. You didn't know that tomato spot? I can read. The potato spot? Yes. It should be a potato on every map. It's kind of a crime that there's only on this in Tanglewood. Missed opportunity. Actually, the game, they just need to add in more of that. So Matsy says sometimes it can be annoying when you have too much to do because day shift doesn't always put in enough work for you to catch up. I worked in retail for a long time. I worked at GameStop, and all everyone ever did, depending on what, like, if you were a store opener or a store closer, would just complain about the other people not doing what they were supposed to do on their shift and leaving it for everyone else to do. So I feel like it sounds like could be some of that. Do you find that you have too much downtime? We found the bone again. I didn't want to find the bone. I don't want to be doing... Depends on the ghost, right? I can't be such a wimp. Every time you get 0 sanity, you and your friend use the apocalypse settings. It's a good way to practice. Honestly. Got the stupid bone again. Any ghosts down here? It's been mega quiet. I wonder if it's going to be downstairs. Okay. By this point, though, we, like, honestly don't even need the... We'll see our breath in the room, whatever the cold room is, by the time we get into it. You know the feeling? Manage a Best Buy Express and often get that complaint, and it's always the same one slacking. You betcha. I don't know if sometimes it's just to, like, you gotta have something to complain about, you know, when you're there with your coworkers, and you're like, yeah, some common evil to complain about together. I mean, who doesn't love a good complaint sesh at work about anybody but the people you're actually working with? Hey, where's the light switch? Hey. Why is there no light switch in this room? Scary. There's not even a ceiling light up there? Actually cursed? Toilet! Oh! Did you hear what I hear? Okay, it's not in this room. Where is that all happening? Well, we found the ghost. Wait. Where did we find the ghost? Is it in this room? No. This room. Did I walk in here and, like, not even notice? Ooh, is Elf coming in with twins? That's a good guess. I think that's a very good hunch. I agree. Sucks as you work alone, so if day shift leaves too much, then it's all on you. Because you don't care most of the time. You just do what you can. Yes, that's fair. My brain, as soon as you said that you work alone, I'm like, well, so then that means that they're just going to complain about you. And it's like, well, that's not fair or fun. Or do we think it's a teleporting ghost? Do we think that Faith Rantom Banshee? That's not those ghosts. Wraith Phantom Banshee? Okay, it wasn't down there. It's cool in this hallway. That's why I'm almost wondering if it's like roaming over to me or teleporting at me and making the hallway cold where I'm at. Surely. Guys, it can't be none of these rooms. Now I'm almost wondering... Teleporting. Okay, let's just go back and maybe I skipped over it. You think it's basement from like right underneath here and it reached up? Let's try. It's not impossible. It would definitely kill my banshee theory, but would not necessarily kill... Did I just kill my own dang breaker? You know? You know? Is it twins that can't interact on different levels? I know banshees can't stalk you between levels. They'll only be able to do it, but I believe they'll only be able to do it on the same floor as you. But look, we're getting 18. So this is making me think 17. This is making me think teleporting ghost, because that can go between floors. Okay, but our temperatures are starting to drop because of the breaker going down. But is that true of, I don't know where the breaker location is. So we're gonna go up to the van and find out. Because the whole place is gonna start getting cold now, and that's not gonna help me find out where this ghost is. Banshee's being afraid of stairs. Yeah, so is my girl here, if you hear how she huffs and puffs on her way up and down. I mean, same, not gonna lie, if I was going up and down all these stairs at this speed, running around through an insane asylum. It was in the garden, you're the MVP here. Let me check my sanity, since I'm already... Look at my sanity, it's totally fine. Oh, it's right in the entrance? Nope. It's... But we're fine. Where's this ghost then? Okay. Our sanity's fine, so I don't have to worry about like bringing in anything for protection yet. I think we're still gonna be okay. But let's fix our heating and cooling problem. Okay, let's not overturn on the lights. Everything is a wee bit chilly now. I don't love that. 9 lights max. Isn't that garbage, though? Like, you're telling me that, this place can't handle? I swear I'm pressing and hold this. I didn't let that go. Oh no, don't say my mouse is dying. Please don't say my mouse is dying. That would be really unfortunate timing here. Maybe I'm just a big weak baby and I can't keep the button pressed. But 9 lights max on the big map? That's not fair. Just looking for a temp drop anywhere. I mean, we should be seeing it go up and everywhere, except for the ghost room should be mega cold by now. Like, these little, like, 15 is not going to cut it. This is the room without lights on. So it's definitely not over here. I really do think this is going to be Phantom Wraith then. Or... This would be pretty far for twins. We didn't, like, bypass it here. I want to be thorough so we're not stuck having to spend too much time coming back this way. Like, no. Alright, it's almost back up to regular temps. Let's check in the chapel. Did we check the chapel this time, or was that last round? I thought I popped in here. Yeah. No, it's not. Very suspicious ghost. Okay. You killed my breaker again. I hate you. Joke's on you, I'm literally right here. This thing is being all sorts of annoying. Maybe we won't do full evidence on this one. I don't even know if we're going to need to. First time you played this map, you're still level 4 or 5. God bless you. The cross went upside down and you went nope and left. Can't believe how scared you were at the beginning. This game was so scary when you first start playing it. I don't care who you are. There's no way. This game is scary. And I know everybody always jokes about, like, how it's not scary at all anymore. And, like, I can tolerate this game very well. For somebody who does not play scary games at all. This is it. This is, out of the scary games I play, this is the scary game I play. It still gets me. Oh, please. I swear my mouse is losing it. It's just like Final Destination. You know, it's... Thank you, Jen. It is, and it gets scary. That's, well, part of why this map is so good is just that, like, it kind of feels like the ghost is stalking us and haunting, like, not haunting us. Oh, not hunting us, haunting us, right? Like, it's just sort of, seems to be kind of everywhere right now, is adding to this, like, building tension here. The mortuary assistant, nah. I've watched a lot of people play that game, and it is probably one of the coolest scary games I've seen in a really long time, as far as, like, being like, no, forget that. That's really scary. I don't think I could ever play that game. I think I would. There's no ghost, you guys. There's actually no ghost at all. How are we not finding it? The scariest game you've played is Alien Isolation. That sounds so familiar. But it's definitely nothing I've played before. Can we go pop the breaker again? Okay, so you're telling me that this ghost is somewhere downstairs, and it's going to be back down at that wing that I gave up on because it killed the breaker. Just wait and see. If there's the only thing, I would really like it if Phasmo could just, like, not make some doors open in and not make some doors open out, because it gets me like an idiot every single time, right? Like, I'm walking into the room and I'm smacking my face on the door. See, like that. And I'm like, surely this one is gonna open in. No, just kidding, it opens out. Make it make sense. You know what I mean? Okay, this whole corridor, they all open outward? What does that say about these, like, operating torture rooms? Also, the super fresh blood. This map. See, I learned. It only took me 4 doors to the face to realize our favorite, the ultimate dirty water. Only 4 doors to realize that they're all gonna open out. The squishy room. Nope. 1 squish is enough for me. But it wasn't the morgue. So, really, how bad could this be? Storytelling. Good job, devs. But I, too, am excited for whenever they... Okay, that one opens out, too. Got it. New map. There's so many good ideas for what a new map could be. Guys, there's no ghost here. Remember last time how we found the ghost room absolutely immediately? So now it's gonna be down this aisle, right? We all ready for it? Aisle. This wing. It's not here. And one of the, like, last few rooms I didn't go looking at because I ran right past here. I was down this hallway already. Wasn't there supposed to be a forest map or something at this point? I don't know. It's a good question. I don't remember hearing anything about a forest map. Being a cave, that's what one of your friends is saying. I thought that there was supposed to be some... Or people were speculating, look at these colder temperatures right there, about the Point Hope having some sort of, like, visual cue to what the next map was going to be. And I saw that there was a cave right from the top of the lighthouse. You can see kind of like a cave off to the side, which... Oh, I hate you so much, Ghost. Okay. Thank you so much for revealing yourself to me. I mean, kind of. Okay, that, absolutely, I bet you, is, like, one room away from where I stopped, and I said, oh, let me go turn on the breaker again. And then we just... everyone got the long tour. How come we can't beat this challenge on the restricted map? Restricted map is the superior map for solo play. Found me, nice to see you. Yeah, absolutely was just waiting for me to come around the corner. So one time you got into Tanglewood and the ghost name was Robin Williams. This wouldn't do my boy Robin dirty like that. So it has to be a wholesome spirit, or a Diogen, which we're not supposed to call it that anymore. Diogen. I marked a spirit and immediately left, and you were wrong. They made it a demon? Nah, that's cruel. I had Robin Williams as a ghost name one time too. I don't remember what the ghost was. But I remember trying to make some kind of, not joke about it, but a comment about it, and it was just coming out terribly, and I was like, back up, no, I love Robin Williams. I don't mean any disrespect, I promise. 67%? Look at this, we're getting all of our optional objectives off, and we just gotta escape the ghost during a hunt. We got evidence, let's go get evidence. I was thinking about, do I pill up to try to get the evidence, but we got that ghost, we got the bone photo. So, by all logic, we should probably try to go for the... after the amount of time we just invested in this map, if we can get a perfect game. You ready for the logic? And the... I'm gonna trick myself into saying, no, it's a good idea. You can picture the scene. Hello, Mrs. Doubtfire. And then the ghost hunt initiates. Have any of you guys seen the edits where somebody changed the trailer so it looked like Mrs. Doubtfire is a horror movie instead of a comedy? It's actually fantastic. If you have not seen it, I highly recommend checking it out on YouTube. They dress up as Patch Adams as a ghost. I kind of would love to see a Mrs. Doubtfire ghost, though. A new grandma lady. Which is my room? This one? This isn't my room. Where is my room? Did I walk straight past it? Oh, sure did. Absolutely. Okay, this time you want to write in my book again. You did a good job last time. Oh, that's 5. Cool. Lovely. Okay, we gotta be careful though, because that will have drained my sanity by a solid 10. The Harry Potter trailer where the wands are guns. I don't know if I've seen that one, but that also sounds equally amazing. I love it. Alright, anybody placing their bets on what they think this ghost is gonna be? Here's your options. Both Wraith and Twins are on the board. I gotta see it. I'll check it out. It sounds absolutely amazing. As somebody who's a big fan of Harry Potter. You heard Jacob Goodnight was reborn in this asylum. You say Wraith? We saw very Wraith or Twinsy behavior. Some spells and shots are brutal. I would guess so. Look at this interaction. Any twin interaction on the board? Though I've seen plenty of times where I've gotten like the actual twin interaction and then had it not be twins. It just really was like close together interactions, which I didn't think was supposed to be a thing. Maybe it has to do with like an event backing up to an interaction. I don't know. Let's do ghost orbs, because that'd be fast. And fast evidence we'd like to see. I can't remember what the some of the early Harry Potter trailers are like, but I can definitely picture a plethora of scenes playing out like that and being quite amazing. I love those movies so hard. I do not care how nerdy that does or doesn't make me. Full Metal Disney is another funny one to see. The Donald Duck is the drill sergeant. That also sounds amazing. This ghost, though, is not amazing. I'm walking into walls. Okay. Please. You want to touch something? You want to do something? Where are you? Are you near? Are you close? Where are you? Are you near? Are you friendly? Are you not friendly? Are you mad at me? Why won't you talk to me? Rude. Rude. Did you write in my book? Nope. This is giving Goryo vibes all of a sudden. We gotta grab some salt. We'll find out Wraith so fast. There's no way it came up to us. Upstairs before if it wasn't. Right? Turn my breaker back on too. If I feel nerdy, just remember, first humans ever to see old people retire to play video games. Like they yelled at the young ones beforehand. You betcha. Absolutely. As part of like the first generation that has not, I don't know, like growing up is so different from what it used to look like, right? Like as an adult, I can fully enjoy video games where in the past, like that's such a, you know, it's embarrassing to be like, oh, you like video games? What are you, a nerd? And now it's like the least nerdy thing a lot of people do. Almost all guys are into gaming, and tons of girls are. Like it's just not like it used to be. This is my adult activity for the evening. This is my de-stressing from the work day. Is come play Phasmo. What else do we want to bring down there? Salt for UV will be helpful. The breaker's back on. You can't hurt me. It wasn't orbs, right? We got a crucifix in there. We're fine. Though, oh, just kidding. We're not fine. I lied. Sorry. We're gonna pull up. We're gonna get the evidence. At least one more. It's gonna be a Wraith and it'll be total waste. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I want that perfect game. I don't want to risk it. Grandma, are you home? Don't disturb me. I'm on a raid on World of Warcraft 10. Oh. Oh. See, I played World of Warcraft when it was the nerdy thing to do. That cuts deep. My parents will never understand. Such a wild thought. Did it try hunting me? No, because the front door wasn't locked, right? Oh, sure did try hunting me. Probably when I was like halfway back upstairs though, right? Alright. That's just me. And one like randomly in the room. What did you touch before that, though? I didn't hear it touch anything? That's not shrill and annoying at all. Did you touch my door? No, you touched a different door. UV, UV, UV. Best time you played WoW was Wrath of the Lich King. Did I walk past the door? Yes, I did. I stopped playing right when, like, Burning Crusade came out. Pre-BC. Sure looks like an awful lot of wraith behavior. I don't know what it touched and did over here, but... Do it again. I dare ya. Okay, go back into your room. Let's entice it. Did it turn off this light? Or did it try to do an event? You actually stopped pretty early. Stop it. You tell me why I can't take a photo of that. Ah, I'm stuck. Gave me the kiss anyways. But you can't take a photo of the airball. The actual, like, ghostly apparition-looking thing, I can't take a ghost photo of. You stopped pretty early because you love those games a tad too much and didn't want to spend so much time on these. Well, there's still a ton of indie games to try. Oh yeah, it's like having another job if you get like fully invested in it. I agree. I also did not have the kind of time needed to dedicate on that. Same thing why I played like Lord of the Rings Online for a while too. And I was like managing a kin, and it was like literally part-time work. I can't be doing that with my life. This, on the other hand, is so nice and easy to pick up and like do a few rounds and then be done. Well, would you look at that? At least we got a confirmation that it was doing very wraithy things. Okay, now I know I don't want to stick around and wait for photos because we can't do self photos, right? And we're not close. It's doing EMF 5, and I didn't hear it touch or do anything. Right? Surely I'm not going to just sit around and wait for you to blow out that candle. No, forget it. We're going to take the win and leave. We're still going to get mad money. Because I really want that badge. It's going to look really cool with my... Not the badge, the card will look good with my badge. But I would have been curious to see if that would have been a twin. And able to do an interaction on 2 floors. It didn't prove or deny anything. Other than we knew that that's something that a wraith could do, so the speculation made sense early on. Thanks, Jason. See you later. Easy peasy. You're 10 away from the Ranger badge. Very nice. This is the only one I have left.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
Still 2,000 experience. See, it makes it so worth it to do this map. Yeah, we're at 34 out of 50. We got a minute. We got a ways to go. It would help if Avada would help me. He doesn't... I don't think he hates this map, actually. I think he would play it if I kind of, like, said, hey, we're gonna play some Sunny Meadows. I think he would.
Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
You know, their teleport emits EMF 2. That's true. Do they also have a 25% chance to do EMF 5? It gave us 2 when we were upstairs, when it teleported to us. And, well, it touched a door is what I thought. Yeah, we heard it touch a door. We heard it touch a door. You're Prestige 3, 68 right now. Very nice. James Hall. We gotta detect a paranormal sound with a parabolic microphone, repel the ghost with incense while chasing somebody, and have a member of our team witness a ghost event. You, betcha. James Hall. So I'm mostly interested in just winning here, right? It's not the perfect game right now. I just want to get the badge. But at the same time, I don't want to be, like, not leveling up, right? That's what I was going to do. I was going to check for the breaker location. I was telling myself there's something I want to do in the van before I leave. I'm not fully focused. My favorite room. Okay, James, it's on. Though, I turned off the cursed possessions, which I exclusively did not used to play with at all. There was a time and a place when I would never use a single cursed possession, and now I feel relatively confident in using all of them. Almost almost entirely confident using all of them. Though some are stinky. I still don't like tarot cards. I like the ones that I can control whether or not I get a hunt. But regardless, I'm kind of regretting not having one cursed possession on, even at random. Because I can't control, like, rushing to get a hunt. We'll see. Maybe that's not the play. Maybe it's not worth getting the little bit of extra experience, because it's going to be slower if I can't get the hunt when, like, we could have figured out, you know, Revenant much faster had we heard it. Though I don't have a great parabolic either, so that makes it, I'm a little bit limited right now. You have a love-hate relationship with the monkey paw? I love the one and only question. I'm sorry, I was totally pushing that in. That was not my fault. No user error there. I love the monkey paw question. I wish the ghost was trapped. I think that's the only real useful possession outside of, like, wishing to revive a friend. And, like, maybe if I was smarter, I could figure out how to, like, get a hiding spot open, timed just right, and maybe have that be useful. But I think all the other ones, the trade-off is too great. The monkey paw curse is way worse than, like, the benefit you get from it. So I never want to use any of the other possessions. Or any of the other, not possessions, questions. Especially if you're playing with friends. It can be fun indeed. Yes, it can be. Well, so we were testing out getting more familiar with all the cursed possessions, right? And we still have to do Brownstone. We haven't done the high school. Although I know where all the cursed possessions spawn. Because originally we didn't even know where they all spawned. On, like... you guys hear that? I do. Though, it does give us our favorite photo in the whole wide world. Where's the sink? Look at that. My favorite photo in the whole wide world. It should just be dirty water. So this is the worst situation ever. And I'm going to complain thoroughly. Why has it got to be this room? This room is way too big. It's way too dark. I got to travel way too far. But it did do my favorite thing where it told on itself and it said it's not a mare. That's always a nice little gift early on when it turns on a light for you. I appreciate that. And it gave us dirty water photo, so I think it is trying to, like, play nice, but still. Now I gotta get in my steps. Do I have a light on for this hallway? There's a light for this section, isn't there? Somewhere? You know that they're working on a new cursed item. What kind of object would I like? That's a good question. I don't think I've really speculated on cursed objects. I do like that all of the cursed possessions currently are based off of, like, real things. Real occult things do have a good use. So I'm trying to think if I can think of any other, like, cursed objects. Not cursed, occult objects that we're not currently taking advantage of. I'm sure there's probably a bunch. But they have the, like, major ones covered. There's probably something super obvious. I'm not that occult. But functionality-wise, all I care about is that it can allow me to trigger a hunt. Just the once, that's fine. That's the only qualification I need to have. The puzzle box? What's the puzzle box? What did I come back to the van for? All my stuff? All my things? Yes. Stinky? Stinky? Good. You know it's a good day when I accidentally press the wrong button. The puzzle box? But you know what I would like function-wise? See, I've never seen Hellraiser. Hellraiser is the one where the guy's got, like, nails sticking out of his everything, right? That's that character. I would like a cursed possession that can, like, transport you to the spirit world for a little bit. I don't know what else that would look like, other than maybe you can, Pinhead. Okay, that is correct. Like, what if you can get transported to being dead temporarily and see something? Like, get... I don't know, it can't be super overpowered though, right? You can't, like, get evidence. I don't know. But that would be kind of fun to be able to break that barrier. Making use of the semi-useless mannequins. They are awfully useless, though fun. We got ghost orbs. Warp from a point to another point on the map with a chance to trigger a hunt. Ooh, a teleporting object would be cool. I like that. My gear is not a high enough level for this room. More complaints incoming. I definitely wish you could do more as a ghost. I think that's probably what fuels the thought more than anything, is I want to be able to do more than pick up only one object as a ghost. I need to be able to be a little more helpful or harmful, because part of what's so much fun about this is when you do play with friends and you're playing pranks on each other, it's a good time. I do like the idea of teleportation, though. I think that that's interesting. Ghost orbs. Though it could be a mimic. 10 seconds into the spirit world, talk to a dead friend. When you come back, it starts a hunt. Yes! See, that's a good idea. Actually get the information from them. Though at this point, if you have worked out an effective communication system, you can communicate a whole lot with the dead without needing to actually speak to them for real. This is gonna suck. I don't want to get the evidence here. What's my sanity? Am I still okay? I'm gonna walk around in that dark room for a little bit. We're fine. Feel like it's like the medium, like town of Salem. I'm not familiar with that one either. Horror was never really my thing. My best girlfriend growing up was into every horror movie and horror thing. So I see plenty of like horror movies back in the day. But it was, apart from like going to haunted houses as a kid, that was like one of my favorite things to do that was spooky and feels like out of character for me. I'm not into that so much. But oh, I love a good haunted house. Absolutely love it. Look at the fog is like clippable through the hole. Like I can see. I shouldn't be able to see the fog there. That's silly. I touched something. I killed my breaker. Actually rude. Oh, forget this, man. Where are you? Where are you? Are you near? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you?
From behind.
You are from behind. Okay, great. We got one evidence that's maybe as good as we can hope for at this point. We'll see. It's a game like playing Werewolf, where the medium can select a player and speak to them at night to reveal information. Okay, is that like everyone's sitting in a circle? There's not really any animation to the game. It's like a talking kind of game. Is that, am I picturing the right game? Where's my breaker? Thank you. I did not remember that it was there. Oh wait, because that name, that does sound familiar. I got you. Yeah, that's a good idea though. Being able to communicate with somebody who died. You'd have to think of a way to make it work for a solo player. There's something else that you can do while communing, or you can't move, but it lets you see. Yeah, there's got to be some stuff that would be valuable to see. Being able to spot where a hiding spot is, or where the bone is. Being able to like have it glow on the map where it is you can see it would be great. Quality of life things. Okay, so we're really happy about that, except for the fact that that didn't tell us if it wasn't Mimic. Okay, Onryo would be easy to test for, and it told itself that it told us that it wasn't a mare. So we could actually do this by process of elimination without even worrying about what the other evidence is. It's not going to be that. It's not going to be that. It's not going to be that. freezing temps we're gonna find out, actually. And dots will never get. So I bet you this is a yokai. Because it wasn't freezing temperatures last time we checked. Unless it's roaming a lot. If it's kind of popping in and out of some of those side rooms. But at this point, the only things we have to look for is freezing and dots. And let's just do a proper... We can't... I mean, this room is too big. Even for a good Onryo test. We're probably gonna die. I should only do it with one... You know, I just picked you up. I swear you are capable of going back down. Fine. We can do it with just one. And we'll have that on us. I mean, I should probably bring the other dots, but dots tier 2, forget it. I'm never gonna get it in that room. If it starts hunting after that candle blowout, though, the problem is the room is so big. It could be just outside of the circle, and we wouldn't even know. Bring it across and start talking. Ooh, Zelt, I like your idea too. That's actually, yeah. The yappin' yokai test. I agree. I didn't even think about that. I always think about yokai checking for, like, deafness during a hunt. Which is doable here too. But we'll be waiting a little bit longer. Either way, we should be able to tick it off one way or another. I did. I am praying. Hey guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a lighter. I was doing so good. I was doing so good. I remembered the lighter each time. Can I blame it on something? It's late enough here. I'm tired. Okay, it's not a skill issue. It's a sleepiness issue. I'm just sleepy. I don't know if I have a strong feeling either way. So if you know it. You died yesterday because of that, and you were so... Yep. I think there's almost nothing worse when everything is going so great and you trying to hit that smudge and click it away and you're like, well, I wanted light. Yeah, it's a terrible feeling. Anyways, we'll just pretend that that never happened. I actually just wanted to drop that off in there because what I really wanted to do was to bring in an extra crucifix and an extra smudge stick to protect myself because it's such a big room. Big I was trying to say the words big brain, and it said brain big. I did get the lighter. Wait a second. Am I short an object? Big brain! It's, my brain is so big, I actually didn't take another object with me. Hold on. How did I miscount? Oh, because I picked up a smudge stick and then... I threw it on the ground. We don't need another smudge stick. We're fine. We're fine. We're gonna bring in the extra dots. See, that's what I meant all along, was I actually just want to set up another dots in that room. And an extra smudge stick. And a crucifix. It's all coming to plan. I don't know if you guys ever try playing this when you're tired. But I noticed that my success rate goes down dramatically. So if I start butchering words like that, I mean, in fairness, I think I would do that even if I was fully awake too, so I probably can't totally blame it on that. Alright, we just gotta live, okay? Now, here's what matters. No, I don't even care if we live. We just gotta get the ghost right. If I die from talking too much, because I'm not using the ghost can't hear me right now, I'm doing push to talk. So we cannot rule that out whatsoever right now. Okay. Let's try that again. Look at mega protection, okay? Okay. Now. What's this ghost's name? James Hall. James Hall, how are you today? How you doing? Are you mad at me? You want to be friends? You want to be friendly? Do you want to hurt me? See, you didn't respond to that one. How are you? Where are you? That's one. Guys, help me count. I don't trust myself at all. How many pickles can you not turn off my light, though? Oh, wait. It's not going to tell me anything with the light on. It's fine. The forbidden pickle question? You know, Phasmo said... Wait. How many pickles? How many pickles can you stick up your unmentionables?
Elderly record.
Did he say a record number? Record-breaking number? What do you think? You think you heard 7? 7 is solid. You hate me? No, you don't. You love me. Awful lot of not yokai deathing me right now. An elderly Rick. Please don't don't finish that sentence. Can you blow up my candle for me? Because you're an Onryo? You want to be an Onryo? Manifesting anything? Where are you? There's no way this is a yokai and that I haven't died yet. Surely. Hello? It was going to respond to that? What are you going to say back to me when I say hello? Can you say hi back? I love to wonder what things it thinks I'm saying. Like, the pickles question isn't a real question. We know it's not a real question that they can't answer, according to Phasmophobia. Or we can just get it like that. But guys, like, the pickle question's real. The pickle question has to be real. What else does it think you're asking on that Ouija board? Because I watched all of Phasmophobia's TikTok series where they're like, here's all of the phrases you can ask the Ouija board. None of them sound remotely like how many pickles can you fit up your butt. None of them. So what question is the ghost responding to when it hears that? Or Phasmo devs be lying, and they absolutely put that in there. I think we all know the answer. Who's the first person to discover that as a question? Who was memeing so hard and got it to respond to that? I've seen several people use it now because it's such a joke, but where's that origin story?
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
You like where it goes, how many pickles can you shove up your butt? And then the Ouija board says 5, 4, 3. So that case, you know, it somehow heard hide and seek, but want to play a game? That doesn't sound like pickles. Though I love watching a good video where somebody is playing in a group and somebody's asking questions and not even paying attention, and someone else around them says, "Want to play hide and seek?" That's always good. I find that every Phasmo clip on TikTok, even the ones with like no views, are almost always gold. Almost guaranteed somebody shrieking in horror. Bradley White, I saw this girl who, like, I don't know how she handled it. She turned around and the ghost was doing an event 2 inches away from her face, because those are the ones that get me the worst. And all she eked was "Osha Daisy," and I was like, that's the funniest exclamation ever. I would have screamed had that happened to me. Bradley White, you're not going to make me scream, though. You're going to be friendly and nice. We're going to do a parabolic sound? Probably not. Cleanse the area near the ghost with incense? Maybe. That's kind of a freebie. And then detect a ghost presence with a motion sensor? Maybe. Madsy, you gotta go. Pull the floor. You're gonna head out. Have a good night. Thank you so much for hanging out. And I hope I made your work night slightly better. Well, technically today. Yes. As far as I know, either day would work, or both days would work. Abada didn't join me today for the weekly. I don't know if you've done the weekly yet either, but if you want to join for that, or not, I'm assuming we'll do it tomorrow. But yeah, either day sounds good to me. I didn't look. I didn't look where the breaker is. You go run around the corner just to run to the ghost and kiss it. That might be the actual worst thing ever. You hear it, or you don't realize it's just starting to event, or you open up a door and it's just spawns the second you open up the door. Yes, grab my lighter now. See? Lighter. Prepared. Okay, we have a lighter. We've got a good breaker location. Okay, manifesting good ghost room. Okay, we just want not kitchen. Okay? Just like anything but kitchen. Did I even grab all my stuff? I did. I'm prepared. Sounds good, Madsy. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night. Okay. Great success. We've got good breaker location. We're gonna have a great ghost. I should have turned the curse possession back on. Oh well. I can't remember everything, guys. I can barely remember how to count to 3 when the candle's getting blown out, so. That's how you got the Demon Slayed achievement. Entered Tanglewood, walked into the living room, he spawned right in front of the TV and came at you instantly. Scared the living shapoopy out of you. Yep. I have yet to get that achievement. Mad jealous right now. Unless I was playing more... We call them upside down, where you're starting with, like, low sanity. I'm always trying to live, though. I'm not trying to die to the ghost when I do that, right? If I set my settings to be low sanity so I can hunt right away and I gotta, you know... I don't want to just run in and die to the ghost a million times. Because I know that is an effective way to do it. You can only count to 4. The number of times, Elf, I have started 1, 2, and then I start yapping, and then it's a yokai and it kills me. And then I never have to count to 3. I lose track of it so quickly sometimes. I swear. Okay. So far we hear nothing. We see nothing. We gotta be looking with our earballs and eye holes. We don't want it back here, okay? We do not want the ghost back here. Remember when I said, hey, isn't there a light switch somewhere out here? And then I walked over here and looked at this light switch. And here's the light switch for this hallway. It happened to you when you first started playing professional, first few runs. Got you back to intermediate for the 2-minute startup time for a few other runs. Yeah, the startup time would definitely kill any chance of you getting that achievement. Okay, I hear nothing. I think we're safe. Please don't be back here. The only place we hate more than this is the courtyard. And the only place we hate more than the courtyard is the morgue. You'd be sure to live at least 2 minutes, not 10 seconds, yeah. Well, you have to get it in the first... Is it minute 30 or is it 2 minutes of the round you have to get killed? And, like, you know, I'm good at dying. I definitely don't... I live pretty well, but I certainly not impossible for me to get killed real fast. But I do try really hard to live. I don't know how I'm going to get that achievement. Other than... Like, I need to just be aware of it and be like, okay, if it starts hunting me and I don't have a less than perfect sanity startup to just run at it and let it eat me, it's got to be on Tanglewood, too. Surely. Or get really lucky with the ghost room. Did I check outside yet? Okay, that's regular outside temperatures. Thank you. So far, this ghost is becoming my favorite ghost. I mean, not my favorite, because we could have found its ghost room already, but I'm not going to complain too much. We're going to pop our head in this room real quick before we go down that way. I still don't think I've ever had this be my ghost room, which I think would be a great ghost room. There's tons of stuff for it to touch in here. Polter in the medicine room? Would be nice, please. Well, by the time we get down to the wings, we know it's a little bit faster because by the time I pop my head in, that room should be nice and chilly. We should see Ghost Breath right away. You look how Insum got the achievement in Willow? I caught that live, but I don't remember what happened. Walked in the basement, saw the breaker was on, but couldn't turn on the light. He went, what? Is it kill me? Please kill me! I remember that! I remember that when the realization sunk in, like, oh, I want this. And he thought he didn't get it. He's like, no, I don't think that was a little too long. Oh, that was solid. Absolutely solid. That's the room that's got no light switch again. So strange. Okay. Bathroom. No. That was a loud ambient noise. Excuse you. You have 5 trophies left to get before you get your platinum for this game. That's gonna fly by. Well, one of them's Demon Slayer, whatever it's called. And then your gold trophy. That only leaves 3 others. It took time to kick in. Never mind, scratch that. I got it. Oh yeah, because it didn't. You don't get it until he was waiting for the little pop-up to show up, and he's like, I didn't make it in time. And then it did pop up, or he had to reload. I can't remember if that was one that had you reload in before he saw it, and he got the actual achievement for it. Or it was once the lobby loaded in, right? He didn't get it right away. Oh, amazing. So I think if I play just some, because like I enjoy one evidence by myself. It popped up once he left the lobby. Yeah, that makes sense. That was a minute ago. Not that long ago, surely. Probably longer ago than I remember. It feels like it's been a little bit. Do you join the weekly Phasmo Casino? If I could have one goal for streaming on Twitch, it would be to similarly do ghost gambling. Because I love it so much. That's all I want to be able to do. Prestige, 1, 2, 3, and gold. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, the prestiges, that makes sense. And the first few prestiges are not, they're not that slow going. I mean, especially as long as you're playing regularly enough. They're not that bad. You'll get it. The gold trophy. I'm excited for you to try that, though. That challenge is rough. Guys, there's no ghost again. Okay, the further and further we go, and it not being upstairs, it got me scared that it's gonna be... It's the creepy bathroom. I don't like this bathroom. That it's gonna be the morgue. I just would really like it to not be the morgue. This room is also creepy. I'm also glad that if it's not one of these rooms, I don't really feel like bringing evidence here. Maybe I should just go back. Like, this is not feeling faster than just playing on no evidence and using a cursed possession. So maybe I switch back to doing that. You got the P3 for the achievements, since the others don't give anything, but P5 card looks nice. So that's what you're currently aiming for, and then you'll do 50 times runs for the cards. Yes. Did I leave a light on? I sure did. Okay, we're gonna... Guys, I tried 3 different times to turn that light switch off. We're in trouble. Before I go downstairs, let's check sanity, because I've been walking around for quite a moment. I've heard nothing, so it being downstairs makes sense, but maybe we just go rip off the band-aid and check and see if it's in the morgue. My sanity is so good. I am so sane right now. Bradley White. Bradley, let's have a talk. Real talk. Are you gonna be in the morgue? Because I don't have I don't have the heart and soul for it right now. So if that is your ghost room, if you could just skadoodle into any other room. I won't be picky about any other room. You can have any other room you want. Please and thank you. Okay, bye. I want my good parabolic. That will also make this way better. You're waiting for your heart rate monitor to come in before you do gold? I love it. That's actually amazing. Isn't there something about the 5th camera that tells what wing the ghost is in? I don't remember that, but that doesn't mean he didn't say that. I know you can check the cameras to determine which... I love the haunted books. To tell which wing is going to be open when you're on the restricted map. Okay, we're just going to go down to the morgue. It's not going to be the morgue. It's going to be the room right outside of the morgue, and that's fine. We're not going to complain. We're going to be thrilled about it. I don't think this is going to be a demon, though, huh? A little ghosty. Okay, the other side, the doors open out. This side, the doors open in. And these are all medical rooms down here? Are they all medical rooms? It's in restricted? Okay. No, don't be sorry. I appreciate the... You know how many times I learn new stuff about this game? All the time. Almost every week I learn something new. And I typically play this game 5 times a week. And I've played... I don't know how many hundreds of hours in this game. And I still learn new tips and tricks and things. Well, well, well. Another ghost. Okay, look at that. Look at that. 5. Oh, that would have been too nice. That's fine. I'm not going to complain. We're happy here. We get freezing temperatures. And we get... Oh, well, it's fine. We're still going to be happy that it says no mare. Okay, let's go get stuff. We are really close to the morgue, though. That was uncomfortably close. Thank you so much. Restricted is such a good map, though. I do wish we could be doing this challenge on that. That would be nice. It just takes a little bit of time. I'm doing this on my lonesome. I'm completely blind. That's not okay. I've got eye adaptation turned on. Okay, the lighting is getting a little bit weird here. You see it's kind of flipping in and out. That wasn't supposed to be that dark. I thought I messed something up there for a second. I really couldn't see. Okay, we bring parabolic down and try to get the actual objectives. Maybe. Probably not. We taking bets if that's going to be EMF 5. Because it didn't do any events while I was in there. And that's a 0 to 4. I bet you this is actually an EMF 5 ghost. But we'll confirm it because we've got the evidence, so why not? Stinky, stinky good. We want the 2 stinkiest evidence items on there. And we want the fastest ghost orbs. Give us ghost orbs so that we don't have to wait for dots. Please and thank you so much. Actually, did our freezing temperatures rule out Goryo? It did. It's always a good day when you don't have to worry about Goryo. That's for certain. Certainly not demon. Is this going to be another revenant? Could it be? It closed my door a fair amount, huh? What? Did I do that? That's not the ghost room. This is the ghost room. Get ready to get jump scared. That's not great placement, huh? It can't be Goryo, so we literally don't even have to worry about leaving this outside of the room. I wish that this would land on the ground like it's supposed to. That would be nice. Okay, no ghost orbs. I wonder if I left that light on? Shy shade, yeah. Very good point. It is a little bit suspicious that it's not doing anything while I'm down here. Minorly suspicious. And my light's bugging out. I feel like the lighting has gotten so much worse. I don't know if it's been since the console update or what. Guys, I'm magic. I can actually light up the literal fog outside. From how far away? Incredible. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. The lighting in this game has got no problems whatsoever. Are you telling me that my light affects the fog from anywhere? I thought surely there's some proximity. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I know you guys didn't realize this, but I'm actually magical. Forget about ghost powers. Woo! That's for sure gonna be EMF. Phasmo being bug-free? You know it. Gotta be Phasmo bug-free. How's my sanity looking? 71! Now we're getting more accurate to the real thing. What happened? I don't know, man. There's this lady that came out of nowhere and said, hey, let me show you a magic trick. She lit her lighter and the sky went on fire. See, the ghosts be terrified of me. Watching me do this as we're walking across the map. And it's just lighting the whole sky outside. It's for miles. That's not normal. Is this game better or worse, though, for its bugs? I feel like most of the time it's only better. And how often can you say that about a game? Okay, we found the ghost room again. Score. I didn't mistake it for another room. Are you still in here? Mega freezing. Are you friendly? It was gonna respond. I didn't even ask you something. Where are you? Are you near? Are you friendly? How old are you? Are you close? Where are you? Is that writing? Yeah, it looks like writing to me. Which would make sense, probably why we got some crazy spike before. Ghost writing. Well, look at that, being a shade. The only thing we didn't confirm in person was, that was EMF. But we can rule out ghost orbs. We can rule out UV. See, that's why it's so good. Camera? Also, if you haven't been here before, me losing the camera. Shh, it was not just in my hands. Me losing the camera never happens, right, Zelf? Never, ever. I don't usually lose it in my hands, though, in fairness. Usually not. It's fine. And we didn't get Spirit Box. It could, like, okay. Could it be, like, terrible dots? No, it can't even be dots. It literally is just a shade. and we could spend forever in this room and we'd never die until it changes ghost rooms. Let's get out of here. I don't care about none of you. Haha, we're not even gonna do the parabolic. Joke's on you. Get me out of here. Good call on the shade, though. You picked up that behavior just right. Absolutely acting shady. We got time for one more? Yeah, we got time for one more. And this time we're gonna turn on cursed possessions, and we're gonna try to do it slightly upside down. Maybe? Depending on what the cursed object is. I think it'll speed up the process. Magic fog. I did force it to be fog. I'm so tired of the rain sounds. The event traumatized me. I don't want to hear rain again. Yeah, it was a good guess. I think fog is good weather. I like windy weather too. And it gives you the same. Yeah, it does help to get those optional objectives, but time-wise, and that's always the trade-off, right? I want the rounds to be good experience, I want them to be fun, and I don't want them to take forever. So we were doing this. We were doing 50% sanity, but you could pill up afterwards. So you could listen to a hunt for most ghosts, and you still had all 3 evidence, this is a little bit more rewards. But then if you couldn't figure it out based off of the hunt, and we had no cursed possession on, because realistically you should just be able to go in and get a hunt and see if you can hear and figure out what it is. So let's try that. Let's just see if that setting works here. Should I put on the cursed object just in case? No. We're going to try it upside down. This might be a huge mistake. We'll find out. Well, it might only be a mistake in the sense that I don't have tier 3 parabolic unlocked yet, but it's going to be forever until I get that, so I miss it. I miss it. Okay, let's try this upside down. Ish. That's why your 10s aren't always perfect runs. Yes. Sometimes the ghost can just figure it out quickly. Then okay. Oh, did I just say windy? I like windy. I'm always okay with windy. That's the next best weather. Thank you so much. And there is no cursed object. I wish you would tell me truth. Kenneth Martinez. Yeah, I don't mind I like to figure out the ghost based off of a hunt when you can, because why waste so much time when after the first hunt you would know it was a revenant, or you'd at least be able to narrow it down between they and Moroi or whatever. It's so much faster that way. And then if you need to go in and do some zero evidence testing, you can. Alright, Kenneth Martinez, we gotta do motion sensor, firelight, and incense while it's chasing somebody. You don't sound particularly nice to me, Kenneth. So for that, instead of grabbing my normal objects, we're going to start with a crucifix, and we're going to grab a smudge stick and a lighter. A lighter. I didn't forget the lighter, and I'm also going to look at where the breaker's spawning. Oh. Just kidding, this loadout doesn't have where my breaker's spawning, so we're going to find that out together. Cool. Love that for me. We're going to find out. It's fine. We don't need no breaker. We're doing this in the dark. We don't even care. Thank you, South. We'll go manifest some good luck. This is always my biggest fear. That's fine. Is that like poltergeist level throwing stuff? Definitely normal speed, but it was throwing everything around in that kitchen. hear it. Is this a myling? Isn't that out in the courtyard, like, right here? It's on the other side of this wall. Should I not have heard that? Let's listen for another hunt. I hate we can't really tell how far away this thing is. But it was very regular speed, so let's get rid of funky speed ghosts. We won't know Raiju because we don't have any electronics down there, but certainly not a Moroi or a Rev or a Dio. Or a Hauntu, because Hauntu would have been a little slow. And no thing. Okay, interesting. We gotta whisper this way? So maybe it wasn't all the way back in the kitchen. Maybe it's in one of these... Maybe it's in that, like, storage room. There's a bunch of metal stuff in there. Is this just a... Oh, what is it called? A... myling?
Do you see what the decibel level reaches on that sound sensor?
No.
220.
What's the... About us coming in with the stats?
It maxed out around like 250, possibly 300. I think I might have saw 300 at some point.
Yeah.
But I absolutely saw 220.
You saw 220 decibels on there.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking up how loud that actually is, IRL.
A football stadium game.
A football stadium game.
Is 117.
117.
A car horn is 110.
Car horn is 110, okay.
A rifle going off, a shotgun going off is 170.
The shotgun is 170? So this ghost was louder than a shotgun going off in my ears.
Mm-hmm. 189 is a rocket launching from a pad, apparently.
Wait, say that again?
So it says 189 is a rocket launching from a pad.
Excuse me? What was that noise? Did that sound like a really weird whisper?
You can't hear it no more because he's...
Oh, I hear it now. Yeah, 190. I mean, okay, we hear it now. 223 decibels.
That ghost is like blasting out the walls with shockwaves of sound.
I'm getting shotgun blasts to the ears right now.
Yeah, so technically, if you're in the room when it's hunting, you would like, your eardrums would just shatter.
Seems like it. These books are thrown?
Yeah,
The ghost is here? What? I'm sorry. What? Oh, it's in this room right now. You played metal in gigs. 10K watt sound system, pretty basic, but it's loud AF. When you're in front of the stage, it usually clocks 120 or 130 decibels. Okay. Yeah, so, Phasmo programming be lying.
what are you talking about?
The decibels are made up.
Just as soon as the ghost starts hunting, your eardrums pop and...
So is this thing in the room with me right now? I don't see my breath.
And your organs melt from the ghost hunting.
My organs are
It's a
melting
sound.
from the ghost hunting. 3. Did I see it? Did I see it 300?
Mm-hmm. That's what I was talking. Yeah. God bless CJ, but
I just saw 300.
yeah, I'm not sure that he,
Guys, is this a myling? I'm really bad at telling myling. But I feel like we're really close to the ghost, and we're not hearing it. I'm gonna go pill up and find out what room it is, and let's see if we can get one evidence. Just to... Like... Yes. That is the front entryway. That's not far from us. I'm like, I need some point of reference because this parabolic does not tell us nothing. The fact that I think that thing was in the room with us. See, I know they say that the myling is supposed to be chatty on the parabolic. I've never seen that pan out.
Can I read this to you really quick?
What's that?
Can I read this to you really quick?
You come close enough so that the mic picks you up, though?
Okay.
You're safe. No, you're safe. Here, you can't see my hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, is that working?
Yeah, just speak loudly.
Alright, so it says, when it comes to measuring the intensity of sound, decibels are unit of choice, which is how loud is 300 decibels. Let me scoot down to... okay. At 300 decibels, sound waves would have a pressure of about 10 million times that of the atmosphere, which is enough to cause immediate and irreparable damage to the human ear. In fact, at this level of intensity, sound waves would be so powerful that they could potentially cause physical harm to the human body, including rupturing internal organs. It's important to note that 300 decibels is not a level of sound that's commonly found in the natural world.
Well, this is unnatural world, in fairness.
Yes. For reference, the loudest sound ever recorded on Earth was the eruption of the Krakatoa volcano in 1883, which produced a sound level of about 180 decibels.
Those are rookie numbers, 180.
Yeah, he's cruising around 300.
We're close 300 here. Pretty sure my eardrums exploded.
Yeah.
Alright.
The building is collapsed and the van's on its side.
I'm confident we're gonna send this with the building has the full-on collapsed. We're gonna believe in myling. Because there's no way it was dinging that bell and we couldn't hear it in real life. Or the game was just glitching. Like, auditorily. And it was. That was a djinn. There's nothing compared to a Phasmo ghost walking around. Yeah, put in a correction on that Wikipedia article and be like, the loudest recorded sound ever was in the 300s.
Yes.
Turns out it was a djinn on Sunny Meadows.
A jet engine taking off with its afterburner firing is 140 decibels.
That's amazing. I said that was gonna be last game, but we gotta have like redemption on that one because maybe my audio is glitched. Oh, do I just have this preset set to windy? I probably do. That would make sense why I'm getting so much windy. Christopher Dyer. Okay, so just kidding. The last one was not last game. This time, this is gonna be a fast ghost, and I'm gonna remember my lighter. Can it be like a Dio or something? Please and thank you. I swear that I think the audio is just messed up. There's no way that we couldn't hear a ghost that was able to touch this from the chapel. That's impossible. ChatGPT just said that Hiroshima at its epicenter would have been between 240 and 280 decibels. That djinn, louder than Hiroshima. Yeah, I think I think we need to write a strongly worded letter to the developers of Phasmo. That's why the game is scary. Exactly.
I'm sorry. That ghost is ripping off nukes every time it takes a step.
Yes. Not every time, just most times. Most steps were nuke levels.
Just an atomic blast every time it goes for a walk.
I wonder if my sound bugged out in particular because I was using the parabolic.
I thought you were saying because the ghost was being so loud.
Yes, because it was being so loud, it blew my hearing.
and the equipment.
I hear my feet stomping around. 14. Yeah, I think I agree, Zoe. They don't know what a decibel is, maybe. I think they just had somebody guess. Like, what would be loud? Okay, Hunt's over. We heard absolutely nothing. Okay, we're just getting ambient noises this way. No breaker over here. I don't know. Every hunt the Jinn has a destruction radius of approximately 1.6 kilometer for each step. Not bad. Accurate. Who knew?
Alright, I have the perfect clickbait for the YouTube title.
What's that?
I have the perfect clickbait for the YouTube title.
Ooh, what's the clickbait for the YouTube title?
Literal nuclear ghost, or like literal atomic bomb ghost.
Atomic bomb ghost?
Yes.
Oh, it's hunting again? Okay, but the thumbnail for that's gonna go so good. Okay, it's definitely not up here. Found the ghost? That ghost sound is the creepiest one.
Not clickbait.
Not clickbait, yes. I miss the good old clickbait, not clickbait of old YouTube thumbnails. Hero Janima. Guys, the titles just write themselves. Okay, but can somebody tell me if that ghost, a sound effect, did we hear it? Was the weird, like, I don't even know how to describe it. That was not always a sound in this game. I remember distinctly the first time Avada and I got that sound for a ghost walking. We'd never heard it before. He's got to start hunting again to, like, make sense. But, like, is it just rare?
Tells off the banshee scream.
And maybe it's a certain model that makes this sound.
Tells off the banshee scream would probably form a black hole.
The banshee scream would form a black hole, Avada says. That's the next level. If we see this thing going above the 300s. Now, you hear how loud that, like, bucket metal sound was. You're telling me that was 12 decibels. That hurt my ears. And that 14 was louder? Get out of here. Banshee scream feels the Large Hadron Collider. Absolutely. This. Is there a certain ghost model that uses this sound? Oops. Don't kill me. Regular speed ghost. Is it the guy that doesn't have a face? I never get that ghost model. He's gone. Did he go downstairs? Alright, well, we know where he is and we know he's regular speed though, so we can just do this smartly. And we're just gonna go get some evidence. I don't know why I'm turning the light back on for myself. But I swear, I had not until, with the last, like, 6 months, was the first time I ever remember hearing that as a ghost hunting sound. But I feel like there's also 2 or 3 male ghost models I almost never get either. And one of them is the guy who, his face is, like, missing his whole jaw. And there's one of the other male models I almost never get. You're doing a lot there, buddy. But you're not doing... That's the only, like, drop down that was kind of, like, big. Okay. Let's do... 2 pills will get us back up into what should be safe. Christopher. I'm really curious what the ghost model is, though, so we might even get a little bit risky. No, I gotta live. I gotta live. We gotta get redemption here. Well, I guess we get redemption as long as we get the ghost right. We've had a ghost that sounds like it stumbles every now and then when it walks. I've also seen that too, and I don't wonder if it's clipping something weird in its path or what, or like a double step. And then I'm not sure if I was hearing a fast ghost or a ghost that's like a Hantu reacting to temperatures or something like that. Yeah, that messes up the footsteps for sure. I don't like when that happens. But I think it's just like a glitch. I don't think it's intended. Okay, now we go get evidence like it's a normal round and we pretend that this isn't a really scary ghost. Okay, we're not inside the map at all. It can't be doing a ghost event. There's nobody there. It's EMF 5. There's no way it's not EMF 5. It's not just eventing on nobody, right? Surely? Surely it can't be? We'll keep it in mind that I'm speculating that it's EMF 5. I'm like 75% comfortable in saying that's EMF 5. Maybe even 85% comfortable. Let's drop the statistics on that. 83.9 repeating. What's the Leroy Jenkins number? It's not that high. Okay. We'll see it real fast, right? No. It's gonna be a nice and cold room with a cross upside down on the wall. Is it really that far down? The broken room? No. I still can't understand why there's no light switch on that room. Bathroom? What's happening? Is it really all the way this far down? Is it downstairs and it was just coming up so often? No way. It's really a downstairs ghost? That feels wrong, but okay. Uh-oh. Okay. It's anything but that. Okay, it's cold down here. It really was one room away from her room. That's amazing. I didn't realize I actually was that close to the morgue last round. This whole hallway is cold, though. Hey. How are you? Goodbye. It touched a door, like, not far away from where we just were. I can't detect sounds that well. It was not touching a door all the way down here. When my eyes are open, I realize that that's what it is. When my eyes are closed, when Avada and I are doing Meat Drone, I can detect where the audio is coming from way better than I can with my eyes open. Why is that sense overriding it so much? Why can't I do both? If I turn... Oh, there's the breaker. I saw that out of the corner of my eye. If I turn that light switch on, though, am I going to overload the breaker? I feel like I've turned on a lot of switches because I came down that wing. I can't believe that was... Oh, maybe I... Wait, can you hear... With tier 2 parabolic, I thought you couldn't hear between floors. I thought it could only pick up on the floor you were on. Maybe I'm misremembering. Thank you for witnessing a ghost event. And you're not a phantom, but it doesn't even matter that you're not a phantom. You think you can? Because maybe I was just hearing it downstairs. Okay, now we're getting nothing on the board again. Interesting. It did an event at me, but I wasn't in the ghost room. So it could be a shade. That's not impossible. And other than that, we don't really have... Just getting EMF would have told us that it wasn't going to be a fast ghost. That's crazy, apart from Raiju. So no, you can't. You can't hear down a floor with this. So it was just hanging out upstairs? And then maybe it changed ghost rooms on that last hunt? to downstairs? I don't know. This feels suspicious. Feels a little weird. Tier 3 can. Simply because it shows with the screen with the arrow. Yes, that I can picture. It doesn't make sense. Maybe it just, yeah, maybe it... Because at the end of that other hunt, I think it did go all the way downstairs. Because we couldn't hear it anymore. Didn't we listen to another hunt after that? I don't remember. But it seems like it seems really far away for it to end up in. A room all the way down here. It's kind of crazy. Did I leave the light on? I could have. I don't remember doing it. Is it super cold in here? Okay. It did touch this door. It's not telling us a whole lot, though. He went up and down. I would picture if he changed ghost rooms for him to be closer to the stairwell. But I suppose it depends on where he ends the hunt, and then there's always a chance that they can just do a check if they should change ghost rooms, and he just says, yep. So, not impossible. I miss my broken fog, though. Okay, sanity-wise, we're still doing fine. We should unlock an extra slot for big maps after a certain prestige as an incentive. I completely agree with unlocking certain gear or certain things after enough prestiging. Or just something else that doesn't take up an extra item slot. Or maybe you can permanently unlock a tier 3 something. Or even a tier 2, so you never have to deal with stinky tier 1 dots again, or thermometer if you don't want to. And then maybe by the time you're prestige 20, you can choose to keep one item permanently at tier 3. Keep your tier 3 parabolic forever. Because at that point, by the time you've played the game that much, you can still choose to play a lower tier item, right? Because at that, I mean, it's not like you're... Did I leave this light on? Did I leave all these room lights on? Why do I feel like I didn't leave these lights on at all? I feel like this thing's trying to pop my breaker. I don't think I even went into those rooms yet, did I? It knocked this thing off the wall. Are you still in here? 4. Oh, I saw them dots. Did you see those dots? I did. Another wraith, huh? You gonna prove me wrong about that? Where are you? Are you... Take it away. That's Psycho's line, isn't it? Spirit box? Look at that! It is just a wraith. Oh, do you think it was maybe... Whoa, that's actually super dangerous. That thing could have teleported onto us during those hunts. Whoopsies. 2 wraiths today. No thanks. But maybe that's why we were getting it to... Maybe it was spawning up near us? I don't know. But maybe wraith had something to do with it. Being around us. Yes, well, especially if you're Oh, we got out just in time, too. Extra dangerous. Extra dangerous on this map. If I'm walking around with no crucifix, no smudge stick, and if my what's it called, time? Grace period is set to nothing? I have it set to 2 in general, 2 seconds in general. Though I think this settings actually might have it set to 0. Because we switched to that other game mode. Okay, experience-wise, was that not really that much better? I guess not terribly surprising. My grace period set to 1 second. Yeah, I could have definitely died from a wraith there. That's fine. We didn't die. We won. Super successful. And I'm not even mad that we lost that myling. That was a djinn. The earth-shattering djinn. Because I think the game was just glitching there, and I think that absolutely sounded like a myling, and that's why I'll never trust my ears for it being a myling, because it just never ends up being a myling. I give up. Anyways, that's going to do it for tonight. I do got to get going. But thanks so much for everybody hanging out today and chatting. Him, Jim, Dark, him, Jim. Thanks so much for hanging out and joining us today. It was a lot of fun. We'll be back tomorrow. Maddie, either Tuesday or Wednesday. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I play Phasmo almost every single weeknight around the same time. So hope to catch you again next time. Let's leave it there for today. We'll do the weekly challenge with Vada and possibly Madsy either tomorrow or Wednesday. And then, yeah, anytime I'm playing solo this week, I'm going to keep getting a few more rounds in. Actually, if I leave to the lobby, that's the only way I can get the updated number, right? How close are we? 38 out of 50. We're super close. Kind of. We're kind of super close. Thank you so much. All right, cool. Well, let's go find somebody else to raid for tonight. And for everybody else, I will see you later. Who else is doing some Phasmo? First of all, check and see if anybody I know. Oh, he's not playing anymore. That's sad. Let's find other people who are a similar size and seem to be doing similar things. We're going into the unknown. Let's see if they say hello.
Someone. Hey, take a picture of his dead body real quick.
Solid advice.
His dead body's to your right.
I'd like to make sure that they're responding.
Oh, yeah. Can you delete the photo real quick?
To chat.
It's going.
It
That's for sure.
Is a response. We're gonna go check out Undivine Red. They got a few people playing some Phasmo. It looks like they're having fun on camp. We'll see what they're doing. Let's go. Awesome.
Hey, and you got Marisol?
All right. Thanks so much, you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.
You guys remembered. Proud of you. Oh, I circled fucking mayor. That's horse shit.